last night. Yo, what happened, man? I watched these two vatos get in a crazy fight.
One of them was quick to pull
a knife.
He
Stabbed him in the heart.
And now he's doing
life, man.
What's up, raza? What's up, gente? Saludos and respects to everybody, man. My utmost respects to everybody, to all my viewers, to Gunners Collective viewers, to Dust viewers, Renegade Media, and Slugs, all the raza, and as well as the the blacks that that are went to the struggle, that we went in prison, and the woods is not a beautiful life. Almost going to prison, it's not easy. It's not beautiful. It's not right. But those are choices that we made when we were younger. But the reason I'm making this video is because on one of my today on my video, on my live streaming, somebody said that Dubs said that I said that he was a hater, right? Well, look, man, and you probably got me confused, bro, because as I remember, I made a video, right, about what's the name, cartoon 52 or 59 or 53 fight trades, whatever. That vato, because he was talking más about the raza, right? He was talking shit, and I was like, man, I'm gonna respond to this fool, man. I'm gonna respond to this fool. And then I made a video, and then somebody else made a video, and then you made a video, and then I made a video. And on my video, because you made a video, right? And on my video, on the thumbnail, on the picture, I put the EOP shot caller. And I was like, see, I told you it was a hater but it was like a little bit lower. But I wasn't talking about you, bro. I was talking about this vato, meaning that you not the only one seeing that this vato's a hater for Mexicans, I wasn't the only one noticing that, or more people's noticing that, that he hates Mexicans. So that's why I put right there, but sometimes my communication skills and everything. But I didn't say that about you, bro. Hey, but before I continue, hey, people, hit the like button, subscribe, let me know what you think in the comments, man. Like I said, man, going to prison we're not special, we're not special because we went to prison, and like I've been saying on my videos, man, the reason I made this channel is to to help the youth, man, stay away from pedos, stay away from prison, man. As a lifer, I had no hope to get out, man. And let me go back a little bit to the response I gave Cartoon, man, because see, he came out talking about the raza, Mexicans are snitches and this and that. Yeah, he made a video, and that wasn't the only video that he made about raza, right? Mexicanos. And being snitches and all that shit. It's like me coming out and saying, oh, the blacks are this. They're not going to like it. That's why I responded. And then you responded, right? And I'm not saying you did it because of me or because, not, for whatever reason on me. See, and the reason I'm saying this is because, like I said, like I told him, hey, you had the opportunity to get off on the main line, to do your, but you live amongst snitches and rats and fucking child molesters and rapers. They don't clean them. You don't clean them. Why you want to come out over here and bring this hate? I'm talking about Cartoon, right? And no, I didn't say nothing about you, bro. And I'm not saying, I didn't say nothing about you or anybody else. I just say that about these battles, why they making videos about snitches and all that shit, when they had the opportunity. I bet you he doesn't have a single 115 of cleaning his shit, or a chomo or a rapist or a snitch. And and that's why it's like me creating hate over here, dog, or anybody else creating hate between the raza and the blacks when you had the opportunity over there. And as you guys already know, if anything, I'm glad, man. I'm glad that you, Gunner, Renegade Media, and whoever else is, blowing up. I'm glad. I'm glad. I'm happy for you guys, man. Because as you guys already know, man, it's nothing to be proud of. But if anything, the raza, they do the ultimate sacrifice in prison, whether it's good or bad. It is bad, dog. But the raza is the one that played those fucking games the hardest, dog. And there's no doubt about that, man. That the raza, and when I started listening to these, watching these YouTube channels, right? And I started seeing and watching what's his name, West Wax and all them fools talking about, hey, we used to do this and that and that. And I knew, Holmes, I had a feeling because, like I said, I've been down, I did most of my life in prison. And I was like, man, either this fool, was a hardcore white or he is telling somebody else's stories, man, in his raza. Because when it came out, and the raza and the shoe, hey, buenas noches, they talking about the gallo and all that shit. I was like, nah, this fool, he heard that shit from somebody else, though. He didn't live through that shit, though. And if anything, like I said, the raza is the one that plays those fucking games the hardest, north and south, homie, north and south, no doubt about that. And like I said, I'm not saying it's good, it's not good, though. And I've been to the shoe. I've been to the shoe, and I know I seen nothing but raza in there, woods, and a few blacks. I'm not gonna say, but like I said, homie, I made a video where I did say that I never seen him clean him one and single time. That's their thing, though. That's their. I don't care. I don't really. I really don't care, man. I really don't care about their politics. But that's what he got me when he was talking about the raza. If I do remember, it was a year ago when you and Garner invite me to do a video, and I say, yeah, maybe next time, bro. And you know, I highly appreciate that, dog. I didn't have the opportunity. I don't know how to do it. I'm still, because when I came over here, nobody taught me how to use this and that, and I'm still, in the Stone Age. I'm still a caveman about this. And like I said, man, I ain't got nothing against nobody, bro. Nobody. If anything, I'm glad that you guys are, blowing up. And some of my videos, some of the viewers, they've been asking, hey, what do you think about this matter? What think? And I don't say nothing. No, I really don't care, dog. The sun rises for shines for everybody, man. And like I said, let me. I recorded an audio uh, where I made a little note on one of my. But anywho, though, I was gonna say something, but I forgot. And like I say, I'm glad that you guys are blowing up because, like I say, if anything, the raza is the one that to play those games hard, in prison. I remember back in 90 son, I was in Pelican 90. It was 90 mid 90s. I was in Pelican Bay and I was watching I don't know if it was Paul Rodriguez or what's the other fool's name? Uh, the other comedian almost. It was one of them to Paul Rodriguez or fucking George Lopez, and they made a movie, right, about a green card. It was called Green Card, and on Green Card, is a French guy that comes from France, and he marries a white girl, and he goes, God damn, man, we always get excluded, man. When it's a movie about a green card, and I went to see it, and it happens to be a white man, getting a green card, and even there we get discriminated. God damn, I think it was fucking poor George Lopez, and it's true though, and what I'm trying to get at, and what I'm trying to say is, I was watching all these videos about YouTubers, no disrespect to blacks or whites, and they were talking about how hard they were in prison, and I was like, man, and I know who plays the, like I said, plays the, is not, like I said, it's nothing to feel proud of, but the raza do the ultimate, sacrifice for the raza, whether you think it's bad or good or bad. It's the raza that does, the craziest fucking, they play the craziest politics, especially the norteños. And I was like, how come raza is not coming up and, speaking up on this, and why not, help people in a little, and at the same time come up a little something, and there's paisas in the bay, homeboy from Mexico City, Def, and there's a few more, but that's besides the, senores, that they play those games. Uh, and like I say, if anything, I'm glad that you guys, are blowing up. Do your best, man, and try to help those Jones. You're trying to help me. One time, hey, you and Gunner, you told me, hey, Angel, paisa, if you want to join us one day, hey. And like I said, I don't know how. I don't. And Gunner said, I'll send you the link. But I had nothing against nobody, Holmes. Like I said, sometimes they ask me, hey, what do you think about, hey, blessings to everybody, Holmes. Blessings to everybody. I hope you do good, and I'm surprised how, well, you can see how this bato, the one that is always talking about Mexicans, Mexican this, Mexican that, the Mexicans this. And that's why I made that video, that reaction video, and then but I put it on the picture. I knew he was a hater. I told you he was a hater. It was something, on my video, and then your face was right next to it. But I wasn't talking about you. I was talking about the fact that you were watching. You were seeing this motherfucker too. How he's been talking about Mexicanos, and I wasn't the only one. So at the beginning, am I tripping? And then I was like, nah, hell no. This bato, I mean, he sees that he's always talking más about the about the raza Mexicanos. But anyway, man, that's my video. I got nothing against nobody. Dub, salute and respect, man. Do your best. I wish you nothing but blessings to you and your family. Garner and Slugs, everybody, man. 16 the Life, he's a cool channel, man. He's a good channel. He's a black dude, Holmes. And everybody else, man. We went through some crazy shit, imprisonment. I know his channel is real, and I was a lifer. I didn't think I was getting out. You know how it feels, for a lifer. I had no hope. So now that I got the opportunity, like I said, all these battles, I made another video before that, and all these battles got, their platforms, their channels, they're talking about positive, they're talking positive shit, positive stuff on their channels. I know I talk, I speak, I talk about a lot of violence. They've been telling me, hey, your channel, but that's what I went through, though. That's what I went. I did most of my time in level 4s, and I seen everything, though. In prison, I seen everything. And when I was in Folsom and CR, and I didn't think I was gonna come out. I didn't think I was gonna. I didn't think I was gonna make it. I even told my celly, because I came from the Bay, and all these battles that are started the riot, and I was with them battles in the holding tank with those battles that came from the Bay. That did the riot on VR. And it was some crazy times, and I'm glad I made it out, and I'm trying to do my best, and I hope you do your best, and everybody else, you know, everybody else that is trying to do something positive with these channels. With that, I'm out, gente. Saludos and respects. I'm out. Peace. Stay positive. Do positive things.